Here we are, it's Saturday, October 12th, 1 p.m. I am here at the Anthony Hill rally where this poor man was shot dead by police. He was walking, he had post-traumatic stress syndrome from his time in the service, and he was walking naked in the street having an episode and was gunned down. He was completely unarmed, and yes, I'm sure it didn't look pretty, grown man walking naked in the street having an episode, but there's no reason to gun that man down. Absolutely not. I know it's not pretty to tackle him and put him in cuffs. I understand that quick little feeling as a man where it's like you see another naked man, you might not necessarily want to get around him, right? But sorry, that's your job. Tackle him, put him in cuffs. If he's having an episode, if he's a danger to himself or others, your job is to arrest him. Okay? And I support the police. I'm not a police agitator. I have friends and family in the force who are all good cops and would all have done that. Okay, so let's be clear about what we're talking about here. We're talking about police brutality is the subject at hand. It is not all police. Okay. All police are not doing brutality, okay? But this is a case where the job was mishandled, and what the cry out is, what the outcry is from civilians is that these cases against these people, okay, that call themselves officers, that unjustifiably are gunning down black men, okay? It just seems to be happening over and over again, and it just, who knows? You can say what you want about the reasons, this, that, and the third, but that is the fact, and so the fact stands. And so what is happening is these people need to have proper judgment against them. That is what's happening. These are not going down as murders, okay? And honestly, they are. This needs to be handled as a murder case. You guys can apply your in the line of duty badge to it if you want, some type of whatever it is. I'm not a judge or a lawyer or a person who makes laws, and I can't even begin to speak on, okay, what should be made, okay? You guys are the smart ones. You can figure it out. I'm just telling you what I'm here seeing, what I'm seeing, okay? And I'm just letting you all know that this isn't right. Okay, what has been going on and what has happened to this man, Anthony Hill, is beyond heinous. And I think we can all agree that this should not be going on and should be prosecuted, okay? And I believe that all the good cops can agree to that, because frankly, good cops, I'm speaking to you right now, aren't you kind of tired of being lumped in a category with this crap? Let me just, okay? Aren't you good cops tired of this stuff happening, and then it's all police. So the answer is not to do, hey, let's radically oppose this. No, the answer is to internally nix out these things that are happening. That is what the citizens are saying. Okay? That's what they're saying. Is properly punish these crimes that are going on. If you want to be differentiated from, then by God, do it. Okay? It takes action. All right? So we're walking up now. Let's see what's happening here. I see Reverend Knight already. So you'll remember this, huh? I mean, there's so many stories, you know? Let's not forget. All right, check that out. Check that website out, y'all. Folks saying, you see this? Okay. See that? There's a book about it. Now this is something else, right? Well, look, I just turned straight to the page. I didn't do that on purpose, but that's our movement right there. That's the movement that I'm involved in.
Hey, you need to take something with you? There are a few.
Hey, what's happening?
Wow.
Taking content. I hope you don't mind. What's your name?
What are you doing?
Registered voter. I just registered to vote on the 28th of September. So when it was possible, I made it possible. But there are so many of my comrades that are inside that can't vote, that are outside, that are under the thumb of the penal system. And that was by design, right? We all know that it's much bigger than somebody just going to just get a loaf of bread without paying and then they go to jail, right? We know that it's bigger. We know that it's bigger than that. That there's so many systemic things that occur that keep us purposefully disenfranchised from our votes, right? We know that the free labor that goes on within the prison industrial complex is the reason why we work the way we work for free. That's the reason why they are chaining black men by the boatload, right? You just look at it. Right now, today, it might be a van. It might be a prison van. Before it was a slave ship, but they're the same thing. And they're chaining our folks up and they're bringing them to work for free so that Victoria's Secret can make nice panties, right? So that Michael Jordan can make nice shoes, right? So they're doing that. So, well, Wells Fargo is no longer a part of it, but they did make a lot of money off of the privatization of prisons, right? So we know that this is no longer just a right or wrong thing. But if you look at it, you can honestly see that it's about caging black bodies, brown bodies. But we know that we are disproportionately more impacted than any other race, right? We know that the prison system, the penal system, holds most of our men. I was reading on Google, I think, and I was looking at the number. I was looking for something for a business project. And it says that there are 76 men present to every 100 women present in the black home, because most of those men are incarcerated. So that there is an inequity of women to men just for the simple fact that they have our men caged, right? So mass incarceration is not just about did this person go and, do something wrong, because we all have done something wrong, right? We have all fallen short of the glory of God, right?
Amen.
If we're honest. But the thing is that once you get someone in that system, you are trapped.
perpetuate free labor. You will continuously perpetuate white supremacy. You will continuously perpetuate all of the things that are going to continuously keep us bound. And then by the time that we are fostered into the community, we have no resources. We have no ways. We can't vote. We're disenfranchised. But I'm here today to let you know that that's not going to keep on happening. Right? The other day I had the pleasure of going to Juanita Abernathy's funeral, and all I could do was touch her cold corpse and tell her thank you. Thank you for paving the way for us to freedom fight. As I met this beautiful sister today, all I could do was say thank you. Thank you for getting that tear gas in your eyes. And I like to also tell the carceral system, thank you, right? Because had they not made me a slave, I wouldn't have realized that I was one. I would have thought, oh my gosh, I'm an accountant. I can buy a nice shiny car, right? But it's so much deeper than that. I can only buy a car because I was allowed to, right? It can only be shiny because they allowed me to. We can only be on Stone Mountain because we were allowed. See, power given is not true power. You have to take power. You have to take it. So that might not look easy, right? This sister walked state so I could stand here before you. So I just I tasked this on the young people. What are we going to do?
Right.
What's our mark? What is the thing that we're going to do to take us to the next level? Right. Because right now I feel like our movement is very decadent. I feel like we've sat down and we're living on the legacy of the people that came before us. But right now we need to pave the way. We need to carve the way. We need to sit and assemble because we have the right to peaceably assemble, right? So fortunately, there aren't a bunch of cops on Stone Mountain right now, and that's just in the name. I'm so super grateful, but I've never come up here before for the simple fact that I knew that my people weren't allowed, right? So I never had the desire to come up here. But because I know that it was Dr. Martin Luther King's desire, I have the desire to stand here. I have the desire for people who are black, brown, marginalized, formerly incarcerated, currently incarcerated, for people who are disenfranchised from freedom to be free. So I'm here also standing in deep solidarity with Dr. King, with Juanita Abernathy, with Dr. Abernathy, with all of the folks that fought and shed blood and got gas in their lungs, to that fountain that I just visited in Montgomery, Alabama, where there was the most black people traded in the domestic slave trade, not even the transatlantic, talking about what was happening locally. So I stand for all of them. I stand for all of the young people that don't know, right? That are deceived, that are massaged by the trappings of the world, that because they're allowed to have nice purses and all of the things that make them feel good, they think that there's no problem. Black men think that there's no problem anymore. They think that it's okay because we get to date interracially and we get to do all of these things, that there's no more problem. I want to invite people to know that the problem is even bigger because now it's being hidden, right? Like before you could know your enemy. You could know what line to cross. You could know where to walk, where not to walk. But now the enemy they're wounded in. Like we're all woven in, right? So you don't know who is and who isn't. So right now, I just invite you to just strap up your boots and let's get ready to march and to protest and to do all of the things that we need to do to get to the next level. So I entreat you all to figure out what is the next steps. What are you going to do? Where's your dog in this fight? And I would invite you, if you look on your hand and it's brown, even if it's light brown, even if it's whatever color it is, just know we aren't free until everyone is free. All of us are none.
Amen. Amen.
All of us are
None.
none. All of us
Or none.
Amen.
All of us or none.
All of us
Or none.
All of us
Or none.
Or none.
Or none.
all of us
Or none.
all of us.
Or none.
Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you.
What a speech.
You want to know what the young people are?
So when I got here today, I showed up at a time the rally was going on, and by the time I got there, The story about Anthony Hill was already gone and past, and they were talking about other things that were also very relevant by the time I got there. So.
And they are infectious. I want to stand up and shout. That's right. Let me tell you something. I love all of you. I will fight for your rights. I will dim the light sometime, but I will never let it flicker out. It takes inspiration to come from a deeper source than the source that we're born with sometimes. It takes seeing what Lulu saw at Selma, what the young kids experienced in Birmingham, Alabama, what H. Rap Brown is going through in the prison system of America. A political prisoner, a man that's innocent. We got political prisoners, but we don't have political activists. We turn our back because we assume that everything that a person is charged with, he's guilty of. I waited for a minute for this brother to get here. He's here now. He's here now. He stands in the streets of Atlanta every day, every night. The kids going to school know that it can be safe because they can see his towering shadow casting itself over their midst. Mr. Haroon Hakim, step up, leader. President and CEO of Street Groomers. He stands up at City Hall. He stands up at the Capitol. He doesn't have any fear. He lost that long time ago. He's a warrior. He's a gentleman man, literally. Not with his height, his stature, but with his deeds. How y'all doing today? Nah, you the leader, man. I learned from y'all. I learned from the elders, from H. Rap Brown and all of them, and these beautiful people out here. I can tell we're not welcome out here because I see people looking at us.
Huh.
Yeah, I see the look, like what y'all doing over here. We here now.
Let them look.
Did get over it.
Right.
I kept telling Miss Nay I was going to make my way here, man. I just been super busy. Enough is enough, man. Just like I said, we got to vote. We got to stop stupid and stupid junior.
Mm-hmm.
You know who stupid is? That's Trump. Stupid junior is Kim. Then like I tell the people in Atlanta, we got to, 2020, we got to vote their city hall in Atlanta too, y'all. If you're from Atlanta, vote. Because they messed up a lot of stuff over there. This city is messed up. I rode through here on the bus. I say, man, God just brought me over here for a reason. So I'm riding, I'm looking, and I'm like, so this is where they sending them to.
Mm-hmm.
They packing these folks in. They building up these apartments like they care. They putting us all in one place. These people do not care, man. They do not care about us. Well, I went and sat down with them white boys, and they said, man, you be surprised who helping us, man. They say you be surprised who we giving money to. It ain't green. Gentrifiers ain't green. I mean, gentrifiers ain't black or white, they green. So it's all about money. Whoever making money is going to get that house. As I say, you got elders getting put out their homes. They forgot these little young brothers, these young sisters. They don't care about these kids out here. It's all messed up. Just like with the thing going on after here. I'm going to keep it real with you. The reason why they ain't found them guilty yet is they want to find them not guilty and pass it up. They know if that white man is found not guilty, they're going to tear this city up. There's going to be some protesting from everywhere. Because I'll never forget when I seen that sister come off that panel and hug that lady and say, yes, you forgive me. No, she ain't forgiving. This man lost his life. Innocent man. I grew up in the street. I grew up in the gangs. I told the brothers, man, y'all know they killed that killed him so she can get out. So they ain't got nobody to say that, well, she was the one that did it, so she can go for a pill. Oh, Amber probably at McDonald's right now, chilling. That's why I said we all have to stand together. Like, I'm a part of the West End Community March. Tomorrow, I'm going to church. I told the brothers, it's time for us to work together. What you want to believe in, that's your business. At the end of the day, like that sister said, we got to worry about this. Because they need us in the jail. You know why? Because we the strongest ones. We the power. We the might. I did time. I remember working for $2. I remember being a slave. Like I said, when you go through that stuff, you see it. Them boys is going through hell in their jail system. If one of us murder somebody, we get 99 years. Lil' Amber, she got 10 because they don't need her. She can't build no jail. She can't build no house. But us, we shoot somebody, we gonna get 99. Just like he was talking about H. Brown. The man came and said, they had a witness that came and said, I'm the killer. Nah, bro, you can organize these folks. We don't need you out here. We don't need nobody that can organize them. I ain't never heard nobody say we have a witness that said you didn't do it. They still got that man locked up. They scared for us to unite. They know we come together, we're going to take all this over. It's time, like the sister was saying, it's time. Just like I said, you get locked up for gangbanging. Why Trump ain't in jail? Why Kemp ain't locked up? We do the same thing. Y'all want to hear the truth? Y'all want to hear something? Speak it. I grew up a gang leader. Who you think brings us the dope? That little white man in that suit. That's who brought me the dope. That's who came and said, brother, just keep it on the low, dog. Don't tell nobody we gave y'all this. They dropped it off to us in Chicago. They brought it to the Robert Taylor home, to the Capri's. Then for real, I said, you be wondering, you be like, man, why this house ain't got kicked in yet? Why he ain't got locked up? Because he ain't going to jail, he working for them. That's why I say, man, them the ones that bring the dope in our community. They've been doing it for years. And like I told people down at City Hall, man, I love Felicia. That's my big sister. I love her. She'll fight with anybody. But I told them men around, get some balls. Stand up and say something. Just like I told Michael Bond, you ain't nothing like your daddy. Your daddy fought for us. Nothing like them. They fought. That's why I tell all them people. They have let that city go. Do y'all know how much them white folks own the city of Atlanta? Have y'all ever found that out? They own 80% of Atlanta. The white boy picked me up and took me and showed me the layout. He said, we got this. He said, we're going to build this right here. We're going to build this right there. I'm like, I said, man, y'all can't do that. We own this. He said, when y'all got caught slipping, we took advantage of it. Them folks down in City Hall taking money from them developers, y'all. I'm letting y'all know this. Them people that's sitting on them boards down there getting broke off. Ask them, they'll tell you. You know, hey, you remember they kicked my house in, don't you? They came in to take my life. My case was a state case. They said I kidnapped somebody and beat him up in my own house. The guy went down and lied. Guess who came and kicked in my door? The feds. They had guns. I'm going to tell you how God protected me. You know where I was at? In the hospital bed. My homeboy called me and said, man, they came to kill you. I said, what you mean? He said, they came to take your life. So I got home. You know what I found? I found little bags all over my house. And I ain't talking about salvage bags. I'm talking about bags with dope in it. They tried to say, that's why I tell people they will set you up. If they're afraid of you, they're going to do what they can to take you off these streets. And you got to learn from Dr. King and Malcolm X and all them brothers. See, what them brothers did, they worked together. They know we all work together and unite, we can stop this. So we better take Stone Mountain all the way today.
Yeah.
So like I said, like I told them, like I said, man, if the killer Olsen they found guilty, they in trouble with the cab. Yeah, give me a call. I love y'all. Hey, I'm glad to see my people out here. But what's killing me, man, we got to see more men out here.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
This is my son. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you, leader. All right.
Know the story. She heard some bits and pieces of it. But she came searching for some truth and she didn't know where to go. She went to Moore's Ford Bridge, spoke to Tyrone Brooks, spoke to the family members there, went to the burial sites where other men and women got killed. But she couldn't. And buried before her brothers, his brothers and sisters had to flee the farmland that was taken over. Yes, Renita, please come up here and share your story.
Yes. Yes.
So, ladies gone up in a lot of bushes in order to get the truth. Literally.
Thank you, Mr. Nate. First of all, I want to say this is the day
Yes, it is.
that
Yes,
the Lord
it
has
is.
made.
Yes, it is.
And let us rejoice and be glad in it.
Amen.
This is the day.
Yes.
I want to thank everybody that came out today. I am really proud of my great uncle, Maceo Snipes.
Oh.
And it's just not about him, it's about my great grandmother who had to walk with him when he got shot on his land. And it was 202 acres. And so he was brave enough, courageous enough to go inside that election office and put his ballot in the box. But that was his demise.
Wow.
The next day, they shot him on our land.
Wow.
202 acres that was bought and paid for in a prime area. But he defied everything. My family, from what I researched, they were all politically involved.
Wow.
I have a copy of my great-great-grandfather, Henry Snipes. I have a copy of his ballot where he registered to vote in 1867.
Wow.
So we are all part of what happens when we go and vote. Because it's a privilege
Yes, it is.
not only to suffer with Christ, but it's a privilege to suffer for mankind, for all of us who have paved the way from Martin to Hosea to Miss Williams, who, by the way, has the name of Maceo's mother, Lulu Turner Snipes. She also has the last name of my mother's side of the family, which is Williams. So I am so honored, so privileged to hear her story and to thank her and Mr. Knight and Martin Luther King, because I was only a year old. I was only 7 when Martin was killed. So I thank everybody who paved the way for me to stand here and fight for him, because his soul is not at rest. He had to go to war and come home and fight 2 battles, one in the Pacific and one on the red hills of Georgia, down in a small town called Butler in Taylor County. He was the first African American to cast his vote in the white primaries in 1946 during the Talmadge run for governor, and he lost his life because they told him not to vote.
My God.
And it wasn't just him, it was all through the South.
Y'all hearing this?
But he took the stand.
Hmm.
And then, as I did more research, I researched and found out that on the day that he passed away, of course he lasted lasted 2 days after he walked 2 miles, almost 3 miles with his mother to get help.
Wow.
He went from 4 o'clock being shot to getting to the hospital at 10.
Wow.
His blood is all over that trail in Taylor County, Georgia.
Wow.
And so, after he passed away, I read that the local police, the local KKK, stopped the body from being buried in our own cemetery.
Oh my gosh.
So at night,
Sorry, I just almost dropped the camera.
they
on
took
that.
his body and they buried him in an unmarked grave.
Wow.
My gosh.
We don't know where he is.
Wow.
Only one family member and the funeral director in that county know where his body is.
Wow.
So his soul and his spirit is just roaming.
Wow.
So when God sent me to Georgia, little did I know it was to bring him back.
Mm.
Yes.
Get his name
Yes.
clear.
Yes.
Oh
Even
yeah,
as deep as
FBI, they all went
her religious beliefs have been
and did
offended.
they
I mean, it's
investigation
unbelievable.
and found out
It's
that
even
it
that
was
deep.
called self-defense on his own property.
Wow.
Being accused of owing someone $10
Wow.
and being shot in the side back.
Murder.
Which means he was turning away.
Yes, he
My
was.
goodness.
Murder.
So
Yes.
I wrote a play to tell his story. And these 2 stories are the Morris Ford Bridge and
Amen.
Maceo Snipes. Maceo went first. 5 days later, the Morris Ford Bridge
Wow.
lynching happened.
Wow.
That was a coincidence,
No.
or was it?
No.
All I can say is there's a lot that went on.
Tell them about
Yes,
the
it
sign
is.
in the backyard, sister.
The
Tell 'em about the
sign that
sign.
we found out in the backyard of our family down in Butler, Felix Snipes was his nephew. Felix Snipes Sr. was his brother, but they named the street after Felix Snipes. And so it was tattered over in the side of the yard of my cousin. And we pulled it out, and I'm looking at it and it said snipers.
Oh, wow.
And so we asked my cousin, well, how did it get all bent up? What happened to it? And she said, well, it was in the middle of the street one day, in the middle of the road, where they had it on the street post. So that was, to me, that was cold.
Yes.
You know, this is just the same stuff, different day, different name.
That's right.
So we all have to understand that voting is how we tell what we feel in our own communities, who we want to be in our own communities, what the community can do or what the person can do once they're elected for our communities. Please go out and vote. He lost his life for that. His story was buried, literally buried. Well, I wrote a play. I'm telling his story.
Yes.
I am raising funds
Yes.
and needing sponsors
Yes.
for his story to be
Yes.
told.
Yes.
Because those people said, right after they was carrying him from the funeral home down the road to our cemetery, told them, you're not taking that body down there. And if any of those doggone snipes, and I'm really keeping it clean,
Wow.
if any of those doggone snipes preach about that doggone Maceo Snipes, they better dig a doggone grave for themselves.
Wow.
But they need to start digging, because I ain't going nowhere.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
So just get out there and vote.
Yes.
And he had the courage to register and vote.
Vote.
Don't just register,
Vote.
vote.
Yes.
So thank you all for coming.
Wow.
And God bless everybody.
Thank you. Thank
Pray
you.
for us.
Yes.
I got one more thing to kind of bring to in light of all this that's going on. I want to thank Ms. Price for making I want to thank Mr. Gene for being here and coming far away to sing. And he has dedicated Amazing Grace, and some of you weren't here to hear it, but I just want to thank him for that and what he does. So I guess we're going to go this way. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
No, thank you, Renita. Thank you so very much. You see, these are activists in search of the answers. We're coming back next year. I'm going to tell you something. You can look as far as you can to your left and to your right, and as far as you can in front of you and behind you. Because Stone Mountain will be lit with African Americans, white Americans, Latino Americans. We're going to come as a family, as a group. We're not going to allow separatism to divide right. Right will stand one with each ethnicity in the United States of America. And I'm asking you all to take something back today to your community. Take some Lulu, take some Vicky, take a little bit of song and dance and praise, and don't forget the young brother in the streets of Atlanta that's fighting every day. The sisters are not here that have died. Miss Coretta Scott King, our first lady. Mrs. Juanita Abernathy. Her husband was the second president of SCLC. Dr. Joseph Lowry's wife set up an organization that still goes forward today, the Women of SCLC. You see, all of us had something passed to us from all of them. But it goes up the ladder a little bit further. You had Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. III. Reverend Shuttlesworth's house was bombed in Birmingham 2 times, but the brother still stands. He stood. Today he's standing in spirit, but he's still standing. Dr. Creasy. Dr. Creasy became president. He went to Mossford Bridge and was overcome with the heat. And the next day or a day after he died. We stand on these great men's shoulders. The weight was heavy. They knew they was leaving. Some knew on the date and the time, and others chose the date and the time. You see, SNCC came to Greensboro, North Carolina to a federal housing project. A young, skinny black boy was standing there listening to the words. When we were asked to come over to A&T State University to participate in the movement that was taking place at Woolworth's downtown in 1960, to come to the theaters, to come to the department stores, to go to Durham, North Carolina, go to Washington, go to places that you had never been before in your life, and be a difference for the people that died for you, your heritage, your heirs. I thank all of you, and now we're going to leave and we're going to walk up. We're going to walk up to the banner of Mason Hill Snipes. So bring the flags with you if you will. Bring the signs with you if you will. We're going to walk. Follow me.
The update on Anthony Hill is there's another rally tomorrow. That's Sunday. And then Monday, they're hoping there's going to be a verdict. So let's just pray that justice happens. And I will keep you all posted.
That's how you stay.
Look.
That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too. Unforgettable in every way, and forevermore. That's how you'll stay. That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I